I just know when people go all in on the thing they love, magical things start to happen. Maybe it doesn't happen right away, but magical things start to happen. It's almost like, what if you obsessed and went all in on these things? What could you create?
We're running at 40%, most of us, because we're half in and half out. And it's not surprising, because life is difficult. It's like, well, what if you were 90% in, or 95% in, or all in, because you're all in anyways, right? It's a life and death game. No one gets out of this. Everyone dies. You might as well commit yourself.
We all live in our bubble. My therapist calls it the lifeboat. We all live in our lifeboat, right? But we're all on the same ocean. So depending on how good your lifeboat is, you will weather the storm or not.
Because if you're not willing to go in there and face yourself, you're not gonna find anything. You can live right here on surface, man, right here on surface.
Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it. Boy, that never goes out of style, does it? I mean, think about it. If you're gonna do something, if you've chosen to do something, whatever it is, easy, hard, if you give it your all and you don't half-ass it, win, lose, draw, get what you want, don't get what you want, whatever the outcome is, if you don't half-ass it, at least you're not gonna have to wonder, would the outcome have been different?
I feel like we spend too much of our lives waiting on life to happen. Sometimes we need to start being in life instead of trying to see it.
This is my belief. When you go all in on something and you truly believe in your heart that this is what you're meant to do, and you let go of something, you're like, but I don't want to lose this, because what if they're going to be a great partner in the future? What if they're going to be a great parent? Well, they show these qualities that maybe they could work out for me. As opposed to, no, going all in on the thing that you know you're meant to do.
So it's today the day, right? The biggest fear they have is making a mistake, right? They don't want to be seen stupid. They don't want to lose status as a result of this decision. And so when we're dealing with that, it's making them understand that you don't need time to make a decision, you need information. But so many people are stuck in that same spot for why they're not taking action, whether it's selling a product or selling themselves.
Don't you get it? Through all the bumps in the road and the stormy weather, the heart of a champion they can never measure. That's why you have to be all in.
So if there is an ending to this world, and there is somewhere to go, and there's a judgment, you're gonna get there and you might see a chart. And that chart may tell you who the fuck you should have been. And now you get the rest of your life to think about that. Man, I could have lived a much better life if I just would have just suffered a little bit more. If I just would have went in that shit and realized I had so much more. But fear and the 40% and living here versus living here, being afraid, stop me.
I struggle. So that's the language I'm great at. So if I can break down things into a struggle language, now I make it the game winnable for everybody. And that's the goal, to make the game winnable for everybody who's bold enough to step into the batting cage. If you bold enough to do that, I was bold enough to jump in a goddamn 152-foot tank with sharks in Dubai. If you're bold enough to do it, there's an experience that comes from that. And that experience is so exhilarating, it will take you to the next level. Because now you keep chasing the next level of you. And that is when you start understanding life at a whole nother concept, when you start understanding that, for the longest, I was just low-level living. I was low-level thinking.
There's going to be days when you're aching and tired and sore, and there's people in your family that are sick, and you're cynical and bitter, and you need a reason to get up, and you think, yeah, well, a little more heaven and a little less hell, maybe I can pull that off today and tomorrow and next week. And that's worth struggling forward for.
Let's play this out, right? It's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Because if you keep repeating this habit, you're going to end up 5 years from now, you're going to look at your life the same way you're looking at it now and hating it.
But I just want to remind everybody that I didn't make a video to the world about anything about business until I was 35 years old. I'm very excited about this. I plan on doing this 4 to 5 times a week. We're looking to put the video up about 4 or 5 p.m. There's a whole lot of talking going on. How about more action? How about more execution? How about more paying prices for what your mouth is saying? That is what I hope you do.
Give more, go all in, be all in. Don't you get it? The victory is already yours. You just gotta claim it. You just gotta stake it. You just gotta bring it into life. And you cannot bring it into life if you're going halfway.
In order to get something we've never had, we need to do things we've never done. In order to get something we've never had, we need to do things we've never done. Right now, if you don't like your physique and you want a better one, what you are currently doing is not going to get it for you. You can't keep sleeping in and doing the same day after day, or you're gonna look the same for the rest of your life. If you want that supercar, but you're in a job right now that can't afford the supercar, you need to get out of it. In order to get things we've never had, we need to do things we've never done. You gotta switch it up.
Oftentimes, it feels like it is impossible, an insurmountable feat to get past the beating. But as long as I can feel it, I'm not in a state of paralysis. If you can feel it, you can move it. So I ask you the question. Sometimes I gotta look myself in the mirror and ask myself, is that all you got? Come on, you're prepared, you're conditioned, you've been beaten, you've been battered, you've been broken, you've been left for dead, but there's more because you're breathing and you feel it. So if you can feel it, you can push it, so push past. The truth of the matter is, that's not all you have. There's more left in you.
Be all in or be forgotten. Be all in or be a nobody. Be all in or be somebody that has absolutely no opportunity to leave a legacy on this world. Be all in or be somebody that nobody respects. Be all in or be somebody that leaves this earth with regrets.
I said to myself, who on this fucking earth would still be going right now? You are. You are. I believed it. I believe it today. I believed it enough to where my body said, he's not gonna stop. I took all the negative things. I need to go to the hospital, this and that. And I used it all. Who the hell could even get out of that chair? You did. Who the hell would even think about taping stress fractures up? You did. All those things I used for motivation.
You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
For me, anger was good. Anger was good because it was motivating. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys.
I've been listening to them laugh my whole career. An Irishman win a fight in the UFC? Hell no. Laughs all around. Hell no, he's all talk, he's all hype, he's a joke. The sound of laughter and the sound of doubt motivates me.
I saw you celebrate my losses like I wasn't gonna win again.
You gotta want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. That's how bad you gotta want it. I'm just wondering if you are bold enough, daring enough, if you can believe in your dream again, if you can get committed, if you can make it personal. It's personal.
Because it's about you.
It's personal. 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 It's personal.
Once I talked to Cuss, and Cuss talked to me over and over again, over and over again, every night for hours and hours, I just never had to worry about nobody ever bullying me again. Because I know I would f***ing kill them if they f***ed with me.
You've got to create a lot of different emotion to heighten your sense of awareness and focus.
It's about you ultimately actively moving through your emotions rather than being stopped by them towards a goal.
I think when change hits and it's personal, that's when the perspective shift comes.
Get into something that's really personal, that means something to you. I think that's the key to what we do. It's gotta be personal.
It's up to you to carry on. Remember, you owe you something. Continue to believe that. We all have desires and dreams. Make your dream a reality.
I'm talking concrete commitment. The commitment that says, can I stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left?
See, when you get personal, when you make it personal, everything changes. Don't make it personal. What a joke. It has been personal. When week after week, I'm choked up, fighting back tears with every sentence. It's personal. I have waited my whole life. I will wait no more.
That's why they say many are called, few are chosen. Ooh, it's about you having a vision, a possibility for yourself that has to do with being great.
Because I'm gonna make it personal. Because it's always been personal to me.
So you found out that the secret sauce in your life is the guy in your mirror. That it's not some outside variable that's going to come and save you. The Calvary's not coming. It's up to you, baby. Get up off the couch. I got to go leave the cave, kill something, and drag it home. You found that truth in that moment.
Despite my doubts and all of those sort of things, I'm going to put my trust in that and try and then go for things and not be scared to fail and not be driven by fear and all those sort of things, because it's personal.
It's about your journey, your goals.
Listen to me, you got it. You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it.
Do they have what it takes? Are they willing to do whatever it takes? A lot of people give up. That's just that's just the truth.
Come on, there are too many people riding on you. You got a mother, she's been doing everything she can to put food on the table. You got to do it for her. You got a father that's counting on you. You got to do it for him. You got some siblings that are watching you right now. You got to do it for them. But guess what else? You got to do it for you. Because deep down in every human being, they want to see the greatest version of themselves. But most people quit. Most people stop believing. It's personal. It's personal. You gotta make it personal.
No matter what challenges I face, no matter what the statistics are, I will maintain unwavering faith that I can achieve the outcome that I want. And if I don't, I'll be at peace with it. That was my why. I'm willing to do everything in my power to fulfill my potential and become the best version of myself. It's an unwavering faith in possibility. That's it.
You got to get fueled on the inside and say, now is my time.
And it's about you.
It's personal.
Yes.
It's about your core. It's about your mindset.
What do you actually want?
How do you want all of your life to go?
I believe everything happens for a reason. I think we get to choose the reason.
And I decide my fate.
Nothing that you want will manifest itself unless you aim for it. And you won't aim for it unless you know what it is, and you won't know what it is unless you ask yourself. And then you might say, well, why don't you ask yourself? And the answer is, well, maybe no one ever explained to you that you needed to, which is a crucial issue. And then maybe you don't also trust yourself. If you had the job or career track that would motivate you, just hypothetically, what might that look like?
This is dreams we're talking about. We're talking about dreams.
It's just really rigid. If you become the best, you have to almost become fanatical. You know, this is my life, this is all I live for, this is my air, this is everything.
Dreams require sacrifices. People don't want to sacrifice.
Following your dreams is a lonely, solitary, scary, dangerous pursuit. You can't wait for somebody to think you can do it.
And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
Nobody knows but you. You can't get advice on what you should do with your life.
You take control of the circumstances. You take control of the outcome. You take control of your life.
It's in our hands. It's on us. And nobody can make that decision for us.
It doesn't start with them and they. It starts with me.
Whatever the fuck you're doing, just prove to yourself it's the shit that you want to be doing. Build around that.
This is the only life that I have. And I'm going to take the leap of faith. I'm going to jump in it. I must live what's in me. And all of us have something in us that we must live. And if we don't know what it is right now, we must create it or we must find it. All of us have this, whatever this something is that gives our life that meaning, that value, that power, and that happiness.
See, when you get married to purpose, married to destiny, married to who you've been destined to be, everything changes.
It's not about external validation, it's about your relationship to yourself.
You know, and you know when your head hits the pillow at night and when you wake up in the morning what that relationship looks like.
It's not about them. It's about you.
Nothing changes if nothing changes, man. In order for something to change, there needs to be change.
They'd say, well, I'm afraid to make a change. And I'd say, well, that's okay. That's understandable. How afraid are you of not making a change?